And welcome to the People's Perspective. My name is Jermaine J. Williams, and today we have a really special guest. It's the daughter of legendary music pioneer Eazy E. His daughter, ReeMarkable. ReeMarkable, thank you for taking our time and joining us today. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Like I said, thank you for taking out time. And I know a lot going on. I know you and the A, you doing your thing. You all on Hip Hop Weekly. I seen you on that, and I'm checking out the videos. I'm digging the song ready, and so how are things going for you on the music scene?
Things are going good. I'm currently working with a producer named Major 8. We're putting together a project of probably about consisting of 6 songs, and we're going to drop videos and visuals and behind the scenes vlogs and all that stuff for the project. We're projecting to drop it around October, so that's what we're working on. It's stressful because you're busy, but I love it. I mean, this is something I have a passion for, so I'm definitely down for the grind.
And and you do a good job connecting with the people that follow you, your fans. I was checking out your Instagram, getting ready for the interview, and I see how you got your goofy side played out online.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a real people person. Like I said, I grind, and I haven't had that lifestyle where I'm just silver spoon fed. I mean, I have to be a people person because I've had regular jobs. I've worked in customer service. I've done everything I could to make sure that have financial stability for my family. So connecting with people, I think I'm best at, just because I am that person. I'm that next door neighbor that everybody else has. I'm not some famous high sedity type of person. I'm really down to earth, and I think I can share and connect with every type of person because I've been through it all.
Now, going in the music game right now, how difficult is it being known as ReeMarkable and not Eazy E's daughter?
Honestly, I feel like it's better because being Eazy's daughter, people hold me to higher standards, and they expect me to be this way or expect me to know certain things or do certain things. But when my father passed, I was only 2. So it's like everything that I know and everything that I do is off the strength of myself. So honestly, saying I'm remarkable sometimes is a better way to introduce myself, because then I know that they're really looking at me for me and not my father. Of course, it gives me a little leverage with certain people, but it has to be people that are really good at heart that it helps with. But other than that, I'm straight out. I'm remarkable. That's it. Like, I'd rather people take me as that than say, oh well, yeah, I'll work with you because who your dad is. I'm really just for myself when it comes to that situation. I look at my dad as my dad, not as a business escape.
Right. Now, being in Atlanta, it's more rappers and musicians than regular people. What have you done to set yourself apart from everyone else? Because I mean, your music is excellent, but like everybody's good, but you just have to have that it. What have you done to set yourself apart?
I'm still trying. That's a daily task that I got to see how I can get myself from being compared to Nikki, who's a great person, or compared to the next female artist that's coming as blossoming. It's hard. I just have to stay true to myself. I actually pray on it. I mean, I'm big in my faith, and I pray every day that I become who I want to become and not who others want me to be, and that you guys just love me for who I am. It's the goofy side is what I think makes that me apart, because I mean, that's me. I'm always for laughs and always for fun.
Have you been approached about getting reality shows are the new thing now? Have you been approached about any of that?
Yeah, I've been approached by a couple of stations. Not sure what lane I'll take, but it's always a possibility for me to do it. As long as I'm represented in the proper way, then I'm cool. I'm down, because I want people to know, like, this is my life and this is what I'm doing, and my doors are open for everybody. But you're gonna see the real thing. You're not gonna see something fabricated.
And and like thinking about your father and everything, and you can even think about like Malcolm X daughters or Martin Luther King daughters or even Tupac daughter or Biggie Smalls daughter or son. You have been real low key, but how can you tell me how was it growing up? I would say growing up, just to play on the word play. And like I know you said you was only 2 years old when your father passed, but how
Mhm.
was it just growing up, and at what age did you realize what magnitude your father was on?
Growing up, after my father passed, my mom went through a lot of emotional stress from it. She ended up moving us back to her hometown, which was in Wisconsin. And I was just sheltered from the whole situation. She was nervous and scared that something could happen to me because we didn't know what was going on and we weren't sure what the situation really was. So growing up without understanding was probably the best way until I was around maybe 6 or 7. Then I really started realizing, okay, this is who they're saying. This is Eric. That's what it was. It was Daddy or Eric to me. And I didn't know what Eazy E yet. I didn't understand what that was because I mean, I was still a kid. But then seeing them on TV and being able to read about them and people bringing me magazines and saying like, this was your father was like, wow, that's that's cool. Like, is this like how I look at maybe Puff Daddy? Because back then, that's who I grew up looking at on TV and on music videos. So I was like, wow, that's really neat that he had that that appeal and that talent that everyone was looking at. So it was a good thing to know once I got older. But then after really indulging into who he was, then that's when it started being emotional for me because I'm like, wow, I wish this person was still here that everyone speaks so highly of that I don't know, enough or anything about. Only thing I can honestly remember is a voice. Other than that, I can't remember anything else.
I definitely can. I'm right there with you. I lost my dad when I was 6, and I'm still learning who he was. I don't have a lot of memory, so I understand that. Everyone knows your dad founded the most trailblazing group of all time, but he also found the most underrated group of all time in Bone Thugs and Harmony. Have they ever reached out to you, or tried to? Because every time they open their mouth, they mention Easy E.
Yeah, well, no, I don't have any personal connections to them. But I definitely look up to them. If we ever linked, I know I probably feel that instant connection because they're very vocal and they're outspoken. And I appreciate people that are able to speak their minds and stay consistent and loyal to what they say and they do. So, totally, if I was to be around them, I think that that instant big brother type relationship would definitely be there with them.
And you mentioned you putting out a 6 song like kind of mixtape or project, and with the whole Black Lives Matters going on and black people getting killed in the street, black on black crime, do you feel responsible as an artist to kind of equal out the violence or the club type music with the more make people think type of music?
Definitely. And that's what I struggle with because before I started putting music out, that's the type of music that I made. I made conscious thinking music. I feel as though it's if you when you become at a certain level that it is a priority. If people look up to you and you're a role model, I feel like that comes with the territory. You have to be able to help others. And I feel like that music, through the things that I've been through in life, music got me through that. And I feel as though I can help the next person or the next generation. So definitely the things that's going on with the black on black crimes, the police brutality, it's all a repeating cycle and it's only going to get better if we keep picking at it and keep digging at it and getting it removed from it. So I definitely think that my future project, something will be said about what's going on. Definitely.
Hey, that's cool, man, and I'm glad to hear that because we don't have a lot of that going on. A lot of the music now is just making our people even more dumb and lost. And like, I was really careful. I don't want to call you a rap artist because you have a really good voice. How much of those this 6 song project or in the future? How much are you going to take more into singing because you do have a really good voice and and you could really go the pop route if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm diverse. I will do whatever. If it's a country song, I'm down. Give me a country beat and we can try it all out. I love music. It could be whatever. My sister, my older sister Erica, and my mom, they're the ones that's really pushing me for the singing. Growing up, I was involved in church a lot. My great grandmother had me singing, and she's the one that pushed me around 5, 6 years old. Like, get on this mic, get on this mic. But also growing up in the church, it's like singing was for God. It wasn't for fame or money. So I strayed away from that, and I feel like lyrically poems I can spit, and that's why I say rapper. But definitely, I mean, I feel like with more coaching and writing skills and abilities that I do gain as keep practicing, I probably will, convert and be able to do whatever genre. That's fine with me. I love it all. So definitely you'll see more of that soon.
And you mentioned like I mentioned, I seen a lot of behind the scenes on your videos, and also you mentioned that you were goofy. When are we gonna see you with the Jerry curl bag on and the Lux on?
Well, actually, I have some looks that's out right now. My line is called 13 by ReeMarkable, and I have a special edition looks. They're not exactly like my father's. They're more today's style, but they are made by Lokes that I am selling. And the Jerry curl thing, man, my hair is naturally curly, so I do that that's an everyday thing. You always catch me, especially if you catch me behind the scenes chilling. You're gonna see that all day long because that's just what it is. I'm lazy when it comes to hair. I just got into the makeup and being a girly girl because I'm a real tomboy. So you'll see that all the time.
And I was looking at a picture of you, and I was like, okay, because I seen the little bunny rabbit slippers. I was like, okay, she was showing off the bunny rabbit slippers, so that's cool.
Yeah, see, and I just shot that. I just shot the video to Ready 2 days ago, and the producer, the director, the camera crew, they kind of wanted to be more, I want to say, serious with the song, but I'm just like, oh, let's do something crazy. I'm all for it, but the only thing I could really throw in was my bunny slippers because they had their ideal of how they wanted to go, but. Man, the next projects, depending on the songs, they're definitely gonna be y'all gonna be like, wow, something's wrong with her. She got something going on in her head because all the time I'm just tinkering, I'm just thinking, and I'm a comedian at heart, and it's just like the bunny slippers. I just felt like I gotta get those. I was gonna get minions, but I couldn't find them in my size. But other than that, I was like, these bunny slippers are hard. They match at least, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these. At least somebody's gonna be like, she just put on bunny slippers, like not sexy lingerie in a robe, but I got on a sports bra and some boy shorts, like trying to still show you I'm the kick it side, even though it's a sexy song. I'm still that girl that I'm just cool. I'm real laid back. So yeah.
I really believe big things are going to take off for you, man, because you got the right personality. I mean, and nothing to do with your father legacy. Of course, it adds on to it. But speaking as you, if you were just a regular, person, what I mean, with no legendary father, it would take off for you because, like, you got good lyrics, good voice when you sing, and then your producer Major A. I mean, like those y'all like a good match. Y'all good. I mean, like what I'm saying, you sound like an extra instrument on his beats, so that's always a good thing. Now, getting into the movie Straight Outta Compton, I've been so busy lately, I haven't got a chance to see it. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I know, right? I said I wasn't going to say that on air, but I'm too real. I got to be honest. But I definitely want to see it. I know a lot of people have seen it 3 times, and that's, I'm not just talking. They say
really have. I know.
It's inspirational. And even from the grave, your dad, his trailblazing in movies now. I see Master P is coming out with his movie King of the South, and a lot of biopics. I heard Raekwon want to see a Wu-Tang biopic, and and a lot of people didn't think a lot of folks would go out and support NWA, and it just smashed all kind of records. They thought it was going to be violence at the theaters. It was none. And I seen you on the black carpet with your family. How was that? Tell us about that experience.
That was amazing. It's an emotional time, especially for my older siblings that do have memories of my father, and just being there to support them and my grandmother and my other extended family, like my cousins. They were there. It's an awesome feeling. I'm all about family and all about love, and that vibe that I got from them, just getting that respect that we not just deserve, but that everybody wants. It feels great, and to have someone that is our father or a family member of ours, which is my dad, be so well talked about and so well respected. It's just like, man, you got to continue that. You can't mess up. You can't act crazy somewhere. It's like your dad put so much on this earth for people to look back on 20 years later, and it's still it's the love is still there. It's strong too. It's even stronger. I just read an article saying that Straight Outta Compton, the actual song that they produced 20 years ago is on the billboards on the top 40, and that's never happened on the Hot 100 for them. So it's something that's amazing. I really love it. I love that I was there to experience it with them, and it's just something that I'll never forget at all.
And when you're talking about movies, you of course the Selena movie, other genres of of some of the artists that have passed. They get their movies. There was a with Biggie Smalls that movie did okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, it did. I'm not exactly sure of the numbers, but I thought it was a good movie. But it was a big gap from that until Straight Outta Compton, and now it looks like we're finally getting the respect because I just don't understand. At first, they thought rap was a fad and thought it was going away, and then it just took over the mainstream, and then now they don't want to put us on the big screen, and they see the revenue that's bringing in, and so now that. So it's just really crazy, and I'm glad that Ice Cube was able to make that happen. Are you getting any approaches about movie offers, anything like that?
I've gotten a few things recently as far as acting goes. I definitely will accept. I have had prior experience when I was in high school, middle school, and elementary. Throughout all of schooling, I've done drama. I've been in debate classes. I've done musicals. I've done talent shows. So I definitely will indulge in that. I love it. I mean, I'm a movie person. So if I get an offer for a big movie or something small, it doesn't matter. Anything that would represent me, like I said, well, I'm all for it. I love it. I love the art. I love what it brings to people. I love that it inspires. Like you said, that this movie inspired other artists today to go ahead and go out with their own biopic. And I think that's what it's all about. It's always pushing your people to be better or do better things and just provide a platform for people that don't believe they can do it to just break those barriers or continue that barrier breaking legacy that we're doing right now. So I'm all for the acting. I'm all for the inspiring. I'm all for the people. That's where I stand with it.
And and just by you being here today and doing what you're doing, should goes to show and show everybody as well to just really push hard because you leaving behind a legacy for your kids. I mean, he's been going, like you said, you were two when he passed, and now you're being sought out for interviews and in respect to your music as well as your father's legacy. And it's funny, my 12-year-old nephew never knew who Eazy E was, and now he's taken so much interest in him. So he would never die. So and my last question, before I ask my last question, can you tell everybody how to get in touch with you, how to download your music, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
My Instagram and Twitter is ReeMarkable. That's REE_MARKABLE. My YouTube page will be up and running. Links will be in my bios on both Twitter and Instagram. And I'm currently dropping my new single, Ready, on iTunes. That should be available any day now. I constantly update people and let people know what I'm doing via Twitter, via Instagram. I also have a Facebook fan page. It's ReeMarkable, just straight through REEMARKABLE. You can always hit me up. Just anybody. I'm here until it gets really, really crazy. I'm really personal, and any questions that people have, I like to answer. And doing the interview with you, I really appreciate it because you really hit some points that I feel comfortable with opening up about, and it makes me think as well. That this is the person that I want to be, and I feel comfortable with saying that. And I'm like I said, I'm down for the people, and I just feel like this is where I have to be to inspire others.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I appreciate you coming on, and please embrace it because all you're going to do is continue to influence like your father has, and the kind of personality you have is come across as genuine. I know some artists you could just look at them, some female artists I see on TV, and I'm just thinking in my head, she a bitch in real life. So but definitely, man, I like I said, I know great things is going to take off for you. And my last question is, what is your favorite memory of your father? And not personal, but just, ones that he shared with the world.
When he went on his interview and he had on a robe, he came out with his feet showing, and he was
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, with Arsenio Hall. You could tell that this man was crazy. That he was goofy, and that's just as what I've learned from my family. That's him. That was really him. He was, of course, this hard. He had I don't want to say hard, like he pretended to be hard, but he had that short man, little man syndrome that I don't care if I was 2 feet tall, that I can handle my own. He had that, but that goofiness, that love, that joyous, that genuine personality, like you say, that I have, he definitely had that. And he always was the person to want people to have fun. And him coming on that interview like that was him, but he knows that everyone was watching. So he was like, you know what? I feel like he was just like, I'm gonna give them what they don't know or don't really see about me besides the gangster life that I'm cool, I'm funny, I'm gonna make you laugh. And that's me all day too.
And I don't want to show my age, but I remember watching that live. That's how I knew it was this Arsenio Hall show. I remember that. And some
Yeah,
of the stuff he was saying in that interview, I said, man,
yeah.
he don't care about nothing, man.
You know,
Stuff he was saying, I was like, man, well, remarkable. It was a pleasure. I thank you. Once you come out with your project, please, you got to come back on, man, and tell us some more stuff. So we just ran out of time, y'all. That was remarkable, and she is remarkable. You know, y'all check her out. Remember the name because she's gonna be around for a while. Please go to the Pensacola Perspective YouTube. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. We changed the name. People's Perspective page on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Facebook if you like what you see. Hit the donate tab, donate, because you know I appreciate it. Until next time, thank y'all.